Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you was just the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your hold or two. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you was just the fuck up real bad.
So, good evening, folks. Welcome back to yet another video or live stream on the YouTube channel. And we're back with another match reaction. 1-0 to the Arsenal, a clean sheet away from home. That is what we like to see. And already 9 people watching within 3 minutes of the stream. On my watch along, for some weird reason, I had no views whatsoever, and now we've got 10. Big up to the 10 people that are watching. Of course, today we are going to be covering the Everton Arsenal game, and the curse has been lifted. What more is there to say? We don't need to talk anything else but the result, really, because Goodison Park has been horrible for us over the last 5 years. And the way the game played out for 70 minutes, I was sat there thinking, surely Arsenal Football Club cannot go 6 years without beating that Everton side, who were shocking, below par today, like they have done all season. And it wasn't pretty by any means, but what I will say, we dominated and we did deserve to win that game. It was a similar situation to Man United and Crystal Palace. I felt like we deserved to win the game, but we weren't pretty in any way, shape or form. But the only thing I care about is 3 points, especially Everton as well, against bloody Sean Dyche. Charcoal for breakfast, yeah. Honest to God, I cannot stand that manager. And we've gone there, a hostile atmosphere. If the result was 0-0 going into the last 10 minutes, it would have been squeaky bum time. the crowd, of course, would have got on their case and they would have backed them until the end if it was still 0-0. But because we got that first goal, it sort of settled down a little bit. And, mate, we probably should have killed off the game. We had 2 chances with Odegaard. Vieira had a couple of chances from the edge of the box. We had a goal disallowed as well, which we'll touch on later on, because the refereeing that I saw on display today was pure scandalous. Honest to God, the ref today was just pure bias to Everton. But luckily, we don't have to make that as an excuse because we got the victory, and that is all that matters. But honest to God, I went insane after when I rewatched the replay at half time when that Martinelli goal got disallowed. And of course, he went off injured. I don't really know the cause of the injury. So hopefully, again, that is nothing serious because we've got the Champions League on Wednesday against PSV. So hopefully, again, that is nothing serious. And he seems to be the only one that was injecting a little bit of pace into the game because we were, as expecting, going long and getting in behind. Excuse me, getting in behind Everton's defence. Because, of course, that's what you do nowadays with low blocks. It can be very hard to handle, especially Sean Dyche. Like, honest to God, I believe they finished the game with a 4-4-2. Brexit means Brexit. Don't forget, guys, fan cams will be out afterwards, as well as player ratings as well. I'll do a complete separate video on the player ratings, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled and watch out for other content that is going to be uploaded later on today. But let's quickly touch on the goal that got disallowed in the first half. So Gabriel plays it out. It lands to Eddie Nketiah. Fabio Vieira plays a beautiful ball through to Martinelli. Martinelli opens his body up, not the first time as well, and bends it into the bottom right corner. We go 1-0 up. And then VAR. As expected, they did check it because Nketiah, from where I was watching, was in an offside position. But when you rewatch the replay, Gabriel was attempting to play the ball to Saliba. Now, I'm not a master at physics, but it clearly indicates that he was passing the ball to Saliba. But Beto, the Everton centre forward, decent signing by the way from what's the team? Udinese. He was attempting to make an interception to block the ball. Right? It comes off him, lands in Nketiah's path, and Vieira, of course, plays the ball through. Martinelli scores. Now, by the rule of the game, the matter of the laws, in the Premier League at least, if the pass attempts to gain possession or clearance by the player in control of the ball is inaccurate or unsuccessful, this does not negate the fact that the player deliberately played the ball. Mate, they put rules in place, but they don't follow them. I really don't understand it. I shouldn't be ranting because, of course, we won the game. But come on, like, this is the best league in the world. We've got the worst refs. How on earth does that work? Simon Hooper shouldn't have even been appointed to officiate that game in the first place after the whole scenario when he reffed was it Man United Wolves game? When when the ref thought it was acceptable and VAR thought it was acceptable for Onana to turn into fucking Mike Tyson. He literally clattered about 3 of the Wolves players and the ref didn't give a penalty. VAR didn't give a penalty. And of course, there were PGMOL letters dished out left, right, and centre. I guarantee if we wouldn't have won this game today, we would have heard the same thing. Oh, I'm very, very sorry that we disallowed that scandalous goal that shouldn't have even been disallowed. And, you know, they'll come up with some reports. Oh, Simon Hooper has been expelled, whatever. And then he'll ref the next Premier League game. Oh, my God. He annoyed me so much. And then Saka with no protection whatsoever. I mean, we should be used to that by now. I mean, it's no protection. And constantly, Mikalenko, I think his name was, the left back, was just getting away with murder. And then Gabriel gets booked for failing to vanish out of existence. Honestly. But enough of that. We don't need to talk too much about VAR, right? We all know how crap the referees are. But the players today, David Raya got a start, and I thought he was superb. Superb today, was flawless, although he didn't have a lot to do. But coming for crosses, brilliant. We needed him as well, because of course Everton are a physical unit, and the only opportunities they had in that game was set pieces or crosses. That's the only way they were going to score. And David Raya dealt with everything. So fair play. That was his first game as well. That's going to be a bit of a toss-up, isn't it? On Wednesday, who does Arteta go with? Does he play Raya or Ramsdale? Let me know in the chat who you would play at the weekend. Well, at the weekend and midweek against PSV in the Champions League. Of course, we are still unbeaten, as well as Tottenham. I think we're the only... No, us and Tottenham are the only clubs in the Premier League that are unbeaten. And of course, Man City are still unbeaten at the moment, genuinely speaking. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Really is. But for now, we focus on the Champions League against PSV, sorry. And it's important that we do get off to a winning start. PSV, of course, we beat them last season at the Emirates. I'm expecting Arsenal to go strong, and hopefully we come out with the victory. I thought Ben White was superb at right back. He was definitely in contention for man of the match. Defended really well. Going forward, I thought he put some really good crosses in. I thought his game was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Saliba and Gabriel, Colossus. Zinchenko, I thought was excellent. The defence was brilliant, stuffed out any Everton threat, which of course is, as I said, set pieces. So, yeah, the defence did their job. The midfield, Declan Rice, excellent, although he looked shattered at the end. And when, of course, he gave the ball away in the last couple of minutes of the game. But he was brilliant, dictated things in the midfield. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on midweek against the PSV in the Champions League. Because, of course, he does have European experience, but the Champions League is the biggest competition in world football. And, of course, he's never played in it. So we're going to see how he does get on. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely fine. Vieira. I'm not going to lie. If you didn't watch my watch-along, which a lot of people didn't, I actually thought he had a decent game. Although he should have scored. In the first half, he had a half chance. I'm trying to think now. He had a half chance at the edge of the box, on the edge of the box, sorry. If that was on his left foot, you know where that's going. And then he had a chance in the second half where the Everton defender blocked it from a potential goal-scoring opportunity. So, Yeah, I thought Vieira played really well today and made some decent runs and, yeah, delivered a couple of decent passes. Odegaard, I thought, was slightly disappointing. Could have scored in the second half twice. But at the end of the day, we didn't really need him, did we? Because we got to a point where Odegaard, I've said this multiple times, if Odegaard plays well, we play well. And we didn't really need Odegaard's today. We'll get, of course, onto the match winner in a minute. And then, of course, we've got Saka on the right. I thought it was a lot better than Man United last week. He was causing a lot of problems. He caused the left back nightmares every time. So to take him down, and the ref did fuck all about it. And then Trossard, in my opinion, I thought he actually had a mixed game. In the first half, he was off his game, granted. Like the ball was getting stuck under his feet numerous times. Second half, I thought he grew into it and scored a peach of a goal. Brilliant finish and brilliant goal as well. I think it was Declan Rice to Saka to Trossard. So brilliant goal by Trossard. Of course, he scored a brilliant goal for Belgium during the international break. So that would do him wonders for his confidence. And yeah, we'll see whether he will start against PSV in the Champions League due to Martinelli's injury. Apparently, he has pulled his hamstring. That's what I've been hearing. So that's at least 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, how's your luck, innit? We've lost 3 of our first teamers, if that makes sense, in Jurrien Timber, Martinelli, and Thomas Partey, who, of course, isn't going to be available for the North London derby, which is a huge blow because I feel like Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, that midfield up against Maddison, Basuma, and then who's the other guy? I can't remember. But that would have been an interesting contest. And look, I thought we played really well today. It's just we were less decisive in the final third, to put it that way. Thought we could have done a lot better. Obviously, Arteta knows it by now that we need to have that killer instinct. We've got to kill games off early. Of course, we got a goal disallowed in the first half, and of course that would have been a completely different complexion. But look, I thought Martinelli, when he was on the pitch, he looked very, very lively. He's the only player that can provide power and pace in behind. Saka, Trossard, and Nelson aren't often relied on pace. They're usually relied on, give me the ball at my feet. They're not players that you play in behind. So, yeah, that was a shame Martinelli went off because for me, he's one of our most important players. I don't care what anyone says. I thought he had a brilliant game against United and was brilliant until the moment he came off. And then Nketiah, I thought he looked a little bit lost today. Hence why I feel like Jesus would have offered something different. Of course, he did come on in the end, but I would have started Jesus because he is more suited to the low blocks. And he's got a good history against Everton, hasn't he? So, yeah. Unfortunately, guys, it's only going to be a short match reaction today. Of course, as I said, I'm going to be doing player ratings on a separate video, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. Big up to everyone who has watched as well. We had 10 people watching at one point, so big up to everyone who has tuned in. And yeah, nothing much I can say really, apart from come on, you Gunners. We've got North London derby next week. There's going to be lots of build-up going into that game because, of course, it's the North London derby and both teams are still unbeaten. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new. Follow me on my socials as well. I'm on Insta, TikTok. I'm also on Twitter, but unfortunately I didn't have enough room to put my Twitter at the bottom there. So It'll be much appreciated if you could follow my Twitter as well. Got plenty of Twitter loyalists every single time. So if you want to see that, then go ahead and follow me. It's all for free, and we're on the road to, of course, 1.1k. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bless.
I'm relieved to hear that you've been to some fireplaces. It's hard to carry on when you feel all alone. Now I've swung back down again. It's worse than it was before. If I hadn't seen such riches, I